We're going for a walk, but this may be some campaigning stuff too, so I just thought I'd start to vlog it. And we're just outside. So on my regular walk here with Alex, and we've kind of turned it into canvassing at the same time, and we bumped into a guy by the name of Dan who has a very cool 69 Corvette, and this kind of makes it a double mission to get people to support me as city council and also to scout out all the classic cars in the area, because that's what I like to do. So we're just walking through a tunnel up to this park called Plowman's Park, where I used to do wood tag with a bunch of my friends. We'd ride from Montevideo over to this park, the Far Park as we called it, and I wanted to check it out now because there's no wood in this wood park anymore. So
how many of you remember Plowman's Park as like the all wood park where we used to play wood tag? Anybody? Alright, well, this is it now. Not the same mystique. Things change, it's all good. This is safer and more modern or whatever, but not the same as getting splinters when you go to the park back in the day, right?
So we were just walking around by Plowman's Park and I was talking with a family there that just moved to the husband just moved to the area, and the conversation was just around affordable housing. How do you afford to actually buy a house in Meadowvale? And that's the question that is one of the things I want to talk about in terms of municipal support, inclusionary housing, and sitting on some of those different boards, because you see someone like that wants to just set his roots, grow his family, and be in the area, but then the reality is that he's renting, and how are you actually going to be able to afford it? So what are we doing to make sure that developers coming in have affordable housing options, all those different things, because the price is just going up. So that's like real talk with someone about how to deal with that and the concerns of the people that are in the area, playing with their kids in the parks. How do I stay in this area? So we'll continue to just talk about that, and I wouldn't be surprised that that's one of those issues that keeps coming up, along with some of the other issues in this area. Affordable housing, how do I actually buy something in this area, not just be a renter for the rest of my life? So as I mentioned that, another part that came out to just think about was the fact that 20 years ago, in the year 2000, I bought my first townhouse in this area. And being like young couple, just out of university, that sort of thing, be able to jump into the housing market, we take it for granted now that like it's going to take years and years for people to do that. So how do we make that a reality for someone who has a young family at home, just like I was able to do it 20 years ago?
Shout out to Pat Sato and her new bench pads, as we see them everywhere along the path as we're walking around by Lake Aquitaine. That's Plowman's Park Public School right there, and this is the area, and this is the new benches, everybody.
So our quick walk around the neighborhood, 3 hours later, we went to Kelsey's and watched a little bit of the game. On our walk today, we had a Guess That Dog competition, and Alex nailed it with one of her dogs, and I actually guessed part hyena and one that wasn't, but it kind of looked like it, and then the woman said it, so I got half marks from that. And other than that, it was super fun just talking to people in the area and hearing people's stories and all that stuff. And people are coming, so I'm going to log off because I don't want them in the picture.